Hello, everyone, and welcome to Stampin' Chat Live. I am Gina from Gina K Designs, and it's great to see all of you from all around the world and all over the United States coming into our live today for a fun crafternoon. Well, like I said in my little preview, I do have a couple of surprises for you today. And today, I'm going to make a colorful card for you. Obviously, I'm in the mood for bright colors. If you joined me on Tuesday night, you certainly could see that with my reverse stenciling cards. And that kind of got me in the mood for spring and summer and just some bright, fun colors. I hope you're all feeling it too today. Let's give a warm welcome to Tom. Hey, Tom.
Hello.
How are
Happy
you?
afternoon. Doing great.
Good. So you got everything working over there?
I do, yeah.
Nothing like a 1 minute before launch for the computer to die.
Yeah. So, you know, what's been on my mind? I'd like to write a song, like a blues song with the title Bluier.
Bluier. Yeah. People were... I said that in my Tuesday Night Live, that this blue was bluier than the other blue. And that's become a new word now, especially in our group. A lot of people were showing bluier cards that they made. I would love to hear a song called Bluier. That sounds very jazzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait. We'll catch that on Instagram.
Yes. Yeah, I have to make a post on Instagram. It's been a while. So
Yeah.
We'll see what we can do this weekend.
All right. Sounds good. Well, it's great to see you. Tom will be back later with, I think, do you have a word of the day?
I think I do have some fun word of the day type stuff. Yes.
Oh, good. Okay. Awesome. Well, we'll see you a little bit later then.
All right.
All right. Well, today I have a little surprise for you. I want to show you what just launched in our store. Okay. So let's take a look at the overhead. And you guys, are you ready? Look what just launched. The full-size ink pads in our new colors are now available in our store. And don't worry, we got tons of them. Tons and tons and tons of them. And we also have, now we have our reinkers. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but I wanted to show you this. This is something that takes our staff a long time to do, but they do it. First of all, the little colors on the sides of these reinkers are actually hand done by our staff. So they actually take dots and they ink them up with the actual ink color. So when you look at the sides of these reinkers, that's the actual color, like inked on there. They ink blend it onto these dots and then they place the dots onto the bottles. So when you look at these are the actual colors that's going to be inside. I think that that's pretty cool. Second of all, they bag every reinker separately. So this way, let's say you ordered the 6 reinkers and then something happened where at the post office, some big heavy thing squished one and it started to leak. Nothing else would be damaged in your package. So they put a lot of time putting these reinkers together for you guys. And I'm excited because I love reinkers, especially for those ink cubes. If you happen to get that kit or you're still planning to get the kit, you will have the ink cubes. And these reinkers are great because ink cubes are tiny and they do use up their ink more quickly than a big pad. But these are the big pads and they're just released. Now, I wanted to just show you a couple things. We all know that these are great for layering stamps, right? No doubt. You can make beautiful layering stamps like this flower right here was done with the carnations. And you guys watched me do a video, I think about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, where I used all of these colors to do some layering cards. But I want to show you something else fun that you can do, especially with these spruces. So I was just kind of looking at these and thinking, ooh, for Christmas, I think I would like to do a card like this. So let me just show you a real quick technique before I get to my card for today, because my card is very different. I lost my I lost my my little magnet. Oh, well, it's around here somewhere. Sometimes they stick to things. We'll find it. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a quarter sheet of cardstock, right? And I am going to take a stamp set that might work for this. Now, I have a couple here. This would really work. The Tall Pines would really work for this. Also, this stamp set, You Warm My Heart, any stamps that you have that have pine trees. No, the ink cubes are not available yet. They are still part of the kit, and they will be available probably sometime in June. Okay, so I want to show you. I'll just use this stamp just for the technique. I'm not going to make a card out of it, but I just want to show you this technique. So this is really fun to do. So I'm going to place this stamp right here on this piece of cardstock. I have a hair on it. Let me get a tidy towel to clean that because it's really stuck on there. Okay, so here is the stamp. Now there's the hair. I'm going to, oh my goodness. I'm going to just put this right here like this. Okay. All right. This would be a great card to mass produce for the holidays, this look. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it first with the light spruce. Okay. So we'll get a good amount of light spruce on there. It's the perfect name too, huh? All right, so get some light spruce. Okay. Then I'm going to move this up. See where it was right here? I'm going to move it up like one bank of squares here going up, just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to ink it up. And then I'm going to move it over one bank. Maybe down just a little bit. No, one is good. Okay. Look at that. Yeah. Now I'm going to use the medium spruce. This is really nice to have the big ink pad when you've got big stamps like this. Okay.
So those are the new ones, right?
These are the new colors. Yep. Six new colors.
Yes.
Yep. Okay, right? So I went down, then I went up one. Now I'm going to go up one again, and I'm going to keep it butted up against here. The last one was over. I'm going to keep it butted up against here. And now I'm going to use the dark spruce. And by using these three different colors, it creates depth that you wouldn't normally have. Isn't that so cool? Doesn't that look like a whole forest now? So that's so easy to do if you've got the three colors that work together. So I thought that was just a fun little technique, and it's really easy. All you have to do is cut a bunch of quarter sheets and do each layer, and then move up each layer, and then move up each layer. And then you can trim this out using master layouts too, put a holiday greeting, maybe add a little bit of glue on these and put some glitter or some white gel pen or something. And that is just a simple, simple look, but it creates so much depth because you have the three different colors of green. So that's just something fun that you can do with the three spruce colors. And that would work with this stamp set, which is You Warm My Heart. If you guys have the Tall Pines, it would look really good with that, or lots of other tree stamps that you have in your collection already. Just an easy, quick way to create a lot of depth. And if that's, even not for Christmas, I mean, this would be a great background to pop up a bicycle, like it was a trail here, or to, add a little camper. There's all kinds of things that you can do like that to create a little scene, but that's just a fun, quick background that you can do. You can also use these three colors to create layered mountains. And you can do that just by, randomly cutting out some mountain shapes and using that to just blend using the blending brush and just shift it and get darker as you come toward the front. So it just looks like the lighter ones are more in the background. So that's a fun thing to do with the three spruce colors. Now, I'm going to make a card using this rose swirl today. And I'm going to use the new colors for this. And then I am going to, well, stamping off could do the same, but it's very hard to stamp off 3 times and get 3 different layers like that. And these colors are so coordinated to, you know, they go so well together. And when you're mass producing, trying to stamp off, you're wasting a lot of cardstock, you're wasting a lot of ink to get that second layer. So this really makes it super easy. But to answer your question, yes, you certainly could stamp off. You would just have to find a 3rd color that would coordinate. The last stamp set, this is called You Warm My Heart. You see that? You Warm My Heart. This is by Hannah. She's got a mountain in here too. Speaking of mountains, it's a beautiful set. Okay, so now I want to show you something. I'm going to do a little, before you run to the store though, I have to tell you a little special that we're having. We actually put in 9 different bundles today. 9 bundles. And we're calling it the deal of the week. Because we know a lot of you want to go and get some ink pads, and we figured if you had some special deals, then you could get the free shipping and stuff like that. So we went through our inventory and we picked 9 bundles, 9, and they are priced ridiculously low. I mean, some of those bundles are normally like upwards of $48, and they're marked at $20 for the stamp and die set. One I'm going to use for this card is actually marked down to $15 for the stamp and the die. So stay tuned, because I'm going to be using a couple things today that I think you're going to like, and they're all on sale. Okay, so I'm going to start. I'm going to make this a very, very light design. So I'm going to use the light carnation, and I'm going to use a small blending brush because I want this background to be very, very light. So I'm going to use a little bit of light carnation on this rose swirl. I used this rose swirl yesterday too for my card. Not yesterday, the day before. I'm doing super light swirls here. I want this to be a very, very pale card because I'm going to stamp on top of it. So I'm just using the light carnation. This is the lightest pink. Okay. And I don't know that I need all of these done because I am going to trim it down, but just in case, you know, I want to make sure that I have all the areas filled in, just in case. You never know where you're going to cut, and then if something isn't finished, then you kick yourself. Okay, so I use the light carnation there. I'm going to use the light spruce for the leaves. This is just one of those cards where sometimes you think about the lightest color being maybe one that you wouldn't use as much, but I definitely find myself using these light colors a lot. I'm going to do the leaves. Okay. Just very little bit of blending there. I'm trying not to go too dark. And remember, if you have any of our inks, you guys know that as our ink dries, it dries up lighter to the color that matches the lid. So you see here, this looks kind of dark right now. But once it's all dry, it will match the lid. You can start to see how this lightest color back here is very, very pale. Okay. So that's why I'm using these really light ones. I'm going to get all into the solid ones. Welcome, everyone. It's great to see you. Happy Thursday. The weekend's almost here. I hope you guys are getting excited for the weekend. I always love the weekend. I don't think I'm going to get out much this weekend, though. It's back to being freezing cold again in Wisconsin. My daughter Rena is taking a little vacation, and so I get to babysit little Mishi I'm very excited about that. I love that little boy. Okay, and I'm going to pick one more color here. I'm going to go with sea glass, and I'm going to fill in just a little bit of these areas with sea glass. Okay. You're expecting more snow in Minnesota? Uh-oh. That might come our way. We usually get what you get a day later. Well, the good thing is it can't last forever, right? It's almost May. Can't last forever. Speaking of which, I have to remind you guys that we are having a new release, but not until the middle of May. And that is when our kit should be back in stock as well. Okay, so there we go. I just added a little bit of color there. Now I'm going to pull this stencil off. You can see how pretty that is. See how pretty and pale that is? Just love those colors. They're so muted. The real light ones are super muted. Okay, so now I am going to stamp just a big stamp over this. I'm going to make it super easy. So the stamp set that I'm going to use is this one, and this is the bundle. This is called Thank You Greetings and Thank You Banner. Look what I found. My magnet was stuck to the die in the back. So this has a banner die, and you can cut this banner out. And this says Happy Thanksgiving, friend, but you can easily mask this off. Just put a piece of masking paper over the stamp before you stamp it, and you could pop in the word birthday there. Happy birthday, friend. Happy anniversary. Happy whatever you want it to be. Or you can mask off all of them, and you can put whatever strip sentiments you want in there. So this is one of those that I think is good for any time of the year because it's always a good time for a thank you. So I'm going to stamp thank you for always being there right on top of this. This is the bundle, so you get both of these. This is only $15. It's normally a lot more than that. So this is one of those 9 bundles. And I'm going to stamp that right over. Thank you for always being there. Okay. I haven't used this stamp set yet, so it's brand new. So I'm going to just place it right there. Make sure that it's popped up in the corner. Might come down just a little bit because I have more stenciling down here than up there. And then I'm going to get to my rainbow card. So hang in there. This one, I just wanted to use those lighter colors. So I haven't used this stamp yet. I'm just going to rub my finger over it just to remove any of the manufacturing gunk that's on there. Okay. All right. I'm going to use some black ink. I'm going to just stamp this a couple times to get it nice and dark. Especially after my last video. I probably used half of my black ink pad on that video. I love this. This is by Emily Loggins, and it's her handwriting, and I think it's beautiful. It's that real poster board feel. I love it. Oh, that's so pretty. It's very sketchy, too. I like that. There we go. Thank you for always being there. Love it. We'd be making layering colors for existing inks, not for our existing inks, but we have a whole line of layering colors coming out, and we'll be releasing 2 at a time. So we've got our next 2 being manufactured right now. I love the colors. I'm so excited about them. So they will be coming soon. We didn't want to touch the colors that we already have in our collection because they are kind of part of our staple, our standard collection. Let me see here. I'm going to cut this out with my die cutting machine. Okay. Part of our standard collection, and most of them have cardstock to go with them, and this line will not have coordinating cardstock. Cardstock is a problem right now. It's a problem to get our regular cardstock in, let alone do anything new. I guess it's a paper pulp shortage. Okay, and a supply chain issue. So I'm going to cut this out with Master Layouts 2. I think that looks pretty good. Let's move up here. I know the layering ink is so much fun. I'll shift this just a little bit. There we go. I like this too, that it's not like a straight up and down greeting, but it's more free flowing, so it's kind of hard to get it crooked. Oh, I'm so glad you had those bundles on your wish list and now you got them for such a great price. That's awesome. Okay, so there I have my nice little stitched edge around there. And then I'm going to cut one black panel out. Get some black ink, black cardstock here rather. They finally manufactured our black cardstock, so we've got that coming back in soon. It's been a while. Okay. Alrighty. So this is definitely a really pretty pastel card. And we could put some sequins on there if we wanted. Let me get my tape. Yes, of course, black. Black is the one that I've been the most nervous about. We have a lot of our white. We really stocked up on our white when we heard about the pulp shortages coming. Our mill was great about letting us know. But black was making me nervous. So I could put any color behind here. I could do a little, I don't have any sea glass, so I could do a little ocean mist, which would be a very pretty color, very soft. I could also do, maybe a little innocent pink might look pretty with that as well. Innocent pink actually looks very nice. This is a little brighter than our innocent pink, but it does look nice together. I don't have any sage color, but I could make my own if I wanted to. I think I'll go with the pink. Okay, everybody's saying pink. So let's do the pink. Okay, let me get this out of the way. Gonna be using that again. And we'll just make this a book fold card, side fold. I know most of the designers that you see out there make the tent fold card, but that's because it stands up nicely to take a picture. Otherwise, my mom, I would give my mom tent fold cards and she couldn't open them. She didn't realize that they opened from the bottom and she'd be trying to pull it from the side. And so I think most people expect the card to open this way. All right, there we go. So that's just a very simple card using that light carnation and the light spruce along with a little sea glass. So this stamp set is on sale right now. It's $15. You get the full 6x8 stamp set and you get that banner die too. So, okay. So we're going to put that aside. Another thing I wanted to show you here, I used one of our rubber stamps and I just did kind of an ombre blended, three-tone with the 3 different carnations on there. And using the big ink pads to ink up big background stamps really makes it easy. All right, so the next stamp set I'm going to use, and this one is also on sale. You get this full die set with the magnet, and you get this full stamp set for $20. This is normally 40-something. It's more than half off. And this is called Crafty Notes. And this is like one of my favorite stamp sets of all time because I have lots of friends who craft. So it's fun to send cards that have a crafting theme. But you don't need a friend that crafts to send this because the greetings are so awesome, like wishing you a colorful birthday or mark my words with the marker, you're the best. Pencil Me In, I Miss You with the little pencil here. So there's so many cute things. You Color My World, a little ink pad and blending tool. We're the perfect blend. So I have this set open over here because I was just using it not that long ago to make a card for a friend. And so here it is. I love that. We were cut out. You were cut out for greatness with the scissors. Isn't that cute? I love it. Okay, so I'm going to use this, and I'm going to do something with this image right here, the little watercolor palette with the brush. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use some masking magic for this. We're going to do a little fun, colorful ink blending. And let me find a pair of scissors. Oh my gosh, where are they? Here they are. And I'm just going to cut kind of like a little swirl that kind of fans out. Like that. Okay. And then I'm going to cut one that starts like right in here. And then it kind of fans out like that. Okay, and these are the two pieces I'm going to use on my card. All right. So I'm going to probably put this is bigger than my page. So let's cut this down. I'm going to cut this down to 3.5. And again, you could cut this out using master layouts too. 3.5 by 4 3/4 of an inch. And I'll get a piece of blank paper here. I'm going to zoom in just a little bit. Okay. So I'm going to see where I would want my little die cut image to go. So I probably want it to go right about here. And then I'm going to have kind of this rainbow effect coming out of it. Let's see. So I probably want it to go this way. And then, let's see, how did I cut that out? There we go. Kind of like that. So I'm going to ink blend in here, and it's going to turn into a rainbow coming out of it, if that makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to peel this off. Probably didn't need quite as much masking magic, but it's okay. Again, remember, you can always use your masking magic over again. So I'll put that right here. Like that. Let me not drive everybody crazy with it not being straight on the screen. There we go. Okay. And then this, we'll do kind of the same thing. And then that will pop right in there. And then I'll go a little down further. Alrighty. So, excuse my inky hands. I have been playing with a lot of ink lately. Surprise, right? Do that. And I'm just going to take this piece right here. And again, since you can use this masking magic over and over again, you can just pop these pieces when you're done right onto your stamp sheet on the back. Just tape them right on there. And then I'll pop that right there. And we'll have kind of a rainbow coming out here. Okay, so let's get some rainbow colors. And I'm going to, let's see, I'm going to start with Red Hot. I'm going to use a lot of the colors I used the other night when we did our reverse stenciling, because I know a lot of you guys got those colors and I want you to be able to reuse them. Use them over and over again. Okay, so we're going to start with some red. And we'll just do a little bit of red here coming down. And going across like that. We'll get some Tangerine Twist. And we'll just come in from here into that red. I'm going to come back onto it with the red a little heavier. Okay. I think I might use my little blending brushes. Get my little ones. They're up here. All right, I'll get a yellow one. Add some yellow. We'll go back and add a little orange. Let me grab that orange one now. Want that orange to be a little brighter. And then the red. There we go. Now remember, these colors have a smoothing agent in them. So once they're all dry, they're going to get very smooth. All right, now we're going to get some green. So we're going to use Lucky Clover. And these are the same colors I used on Tuesday night. I'll go back over that with a little yellow. And then we'll finish it off with some Turquoise Sea. All right. Now I'm looking down, so I haven't seen too many questions or comments. So if you see any, just let me know, okay?
Okay.
Oh, Tom, do you have the word of the day?
Okay, word of the day. Okay, so there's so much swirling around this, the word and product in the stamping world, that it fascinates me. And that is the product of dyes.
Dyes?
Dyes are so important. Dyes go into so many cards now.
You guys can hear Tom okay, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so the word dye is fascinating when you think about it in all kinds of ways. So a good stamp is one to die for, right?
Oh, here we go. I think there's going to be a lot.
And so if you, let's say, you feed everybody, your work is done, you're alone in your craft room, you have all your supplies in front of you, then you're prepared to die.
Oh, no.
Right? And if you dye, if you use dyes over and over again, and you're going into the night using your dyes and cutting dyes for your cards, would you be doing a diathlon?
A diathlon. It's great.
And if you do, if you have too many dyes and you need to take a break, you've been doing too much, do you have to go on a diet?
Oh my God.
So you don't become diabetic?
Hey, now you're in my territory.
And if you do a bunch of Halloween cards, scary cards, are you being diabolical?
Oh my gosh.
If you're doing an autumn card class,
Oh no.
might it be called Dyed in the Wool? And then if you're working and you've got a huge pile of stuff on your craft table and you can't find your die, you can't find your die set, would you be in dire straits?
Oh my God.
If you experience intense joy after executing a perfect die cut, have you died and gone to heaven? I would say you have. Okay, and then if you did that twice with a pair of dies, you'd be in paradise. Maybe I should have gone with the die caffeinated pot today.
Very good, Tom. Do you have any more? Are we done?
I'll just get back to dying in the dead space here.
I feel like Tom lays in bed at night and just thinks about this stuff. Like, if they ask for a word of the day, I'm going to give them 47 words of the day. That's great. So what I did here was I grabbed just a handful of Copic markers in a rainbow of colors, but I avoided pink since pink isn't part of my my rainbow. And I know I have purple in here, but I feel like purple works. So what I did was I did a lighter green and a darker green, and then I did a blue and I did a bluier blue. So I got the turquoise look here. I might need one more color. I might have to go with a pink. We'll see. I think so. But I like the way this is playing out here. It's a bluier blue. Isn't this cute, this little image? I love it. Bluier. Purple. That's a dark purple. Oh, do I really need two more colors? For crying out loud. All right, I'm going with a pink. Just pick a pink. And seriously, like, I'm not even looking at the numbers. I'm just picking pinks and blues and greens. It could be any. It doesn't matter. Just whatever you have. Let's go real pale pink. If I have a real pale pink, I could do a peach, but I'll go with this rosier pink. That's a good rainbow right there. Okay, so I'm not even going to tell you the colors because seriously, I just grabbed one of every color family. It doesn't matter. I am going to take a little bit of C1, which is Cool 1, and just add a little shading in here. And I'm going to do a little bit on the brush handle. And then I think I'll color the bristles like an E color, like an earthy color. This is E33. I have a combination of sketch markers and chow markers because maybe I'll do the handle like that too. There we go. Okay, that's good. I don't profess to color well. This is the best you get. Somebody asked, what black ink pad is best for stamping when using Copic markers? Personally, I like the black Onyx best for Copic markers because you don't have to heat set it. But the amalgam ink works great too. And amalgam ink is great for any coloring medium. So if you're one of those people that wants one black ink that does it all, then I recommend the amalgam ink. But if you're mostly a Copic colorer, I would definitely say the black Onyx because it's quick and no heat setting required. And you can see I stamped it with it and then I immediately colored and you can see the yellow. There's no smearing, never any smearing. All right, well, I'm going to cut this little image out. Yeah, we don't have another release until mid-May, so it's a while still. It's a while. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out. I'm going to tape it down with a little washi tape to make sure that it doesn't move. Welcome, everybody. It's great to see you. Thursday. Kind of like Thursday. Going live on Thursday. It's fun because it's like almost the weekend. And the weekend just means more crafting time. Yes. You know, after the card that I made, isn't that so cute? I love it. You could actually crease that if you want and make the lid kind of fold a little bit if you want. Just score it right along there and then the lid can fold. I used so much black in my last video with that reverse stencil technique that I need to re-ink my black too. But so far it seems okay. All right, so we're going to just pull this away. Isn't that just fun? I love that. I'm going to pop that right on there like that. Okay. So let me get a little black here, a little black cardstock. And I'm going to cut that down to 3 5/8 by 4 7/8. So the surprise, somebody said, hey, I came in, I didn't hear the surprise. The surprise is that we released all of our large size carnations and spruce ink pads, the light, medium, and dark, all of the reinkers, and we have 9 bundles at ridiculously low prices, and we're going to leave them up while supplies last for, you know, a week, but as they sell out, we'll just pull the ones that are sold out off the site. Okay, so I could use any color background for this. I feel like the blue would be a good one to use. Maybe some Turquoise Sea might be a good color for back here. I think that might be a fun one. I don't think that disturbs the rainbow too much. And then we're going to pick a little greeting. So we could say, wishing you a colorful birthday, and we could stamp it right on the rainbow. Or we could stamp, you color my world, right down here. We could actually pop that up a little higher and do you color my world down here. We're the perfect blend, because there's some ink blending there. Oh my gosh. I like this one too. The 2 pieces of washi tape, washi your worries away. Let's do wishing you a colorful birthday. Crafty friends stick together with the glue gun. Oh, I love this. Okay. I could do a Copic marker in there too. You know, you could have a couple different cute little things in here. You could do a Copic marker and a pair of scissors. Should we do that, or should we just stick? We'll just stick with what we're doing here. I think I will use wishing you a colorful birthday. And it can go half on the color and half off the color too. So, all right, let's get the Misty. We're not gonna take a chance and mess this one up. I felt a lot braver the other night. I think I'm not fully awake yet. My coffee hasn't kicked in, so let's figure out where we want this, and then we'll put the greeting, wishing you a colorful birthday. I'm getting prepared to die. Tom, your sayings are very funny. Should I put this under here? No, I think I'm going to just put it right on the color, like right there. Just make sure it's straight. Sorry if my head's in the way. There we go. Okay. That looks pretty straight. All right, I'm going to use a little black ink. I have so much stuff everywhere because I showed so many things. I got to make a card out of this one too. I feel good about this layering thing that we did earlier.
So what's the name of that stamp set, and is it available?
The one that I'm using now?
Yes.
Yes, it's called Crafty Notes, and the bundle is actually on sale. You get the stamp set and the full die set with the magnet for $20. So you can't beat that, right? It's a good one. Wishing you a colorful birthday. I'm doing this very light. It's a very delicate font, so I'm doing it very light. I'm not squishing too hard. I'm just doing it a couple times to get it darker. There we go. Okay. Wishing you a colorful birthday. I feel like I want to crease that and just tilt it up. Should I try it? We'll just see what it looks like. Why not? What's the worst that can happen? Don't you hate when people say that? What's the worst that can happen?
Let's find out.
I think that's so cute. Just having it like, can you see that on like the side view? It's just sticking up a little bit. I'll take a side angle picture of it. I want to pop it up too. You think that would look good popped up? I think it would. I'm going to use the foam squares. Or maybe I'll use just a little bit of foam tape back there because that was sitting here taunting me. So I'll just use a tiny bit of foam tape right here on the back. Okay. And then we'll pop that right there. That's just cute. Okay. Pop the lid more to the base. Oh, I could do that. Yeah. I could do that. That might work. All right, let me get this done first. But you could definitely do that. You could pop the lid up more. And I think this will be a good color because the turquoise doesn't seem to take away from all the vibrance of the reds and the oranges and the yellow that's in there. Yeah, there we go. All right. So yes, there are 9 different bundles on sale for kind of ridiculous prices. We're going to leave them up for about a week, but we can't guarantee that they're not going to sell out because the prices are kind of ridiculous. All right. So earlier in the show, I made this one. Thank you for always being there. And I used the new palest colors, the light carnation and the light spruce. And this is one of the sets that's on sale. This one's only $15 for the stamp and die. And then this one, $20 for the stamp and die set with the magnet. This one doesn't have a magnet because it's just the single die for that one shape. But there are, you know, like I said, there's 7 other ones that you got to look at because they're really good ones, really good sets. Okay. Yeah, we're just making room because we've got a lot of stuff that's supposed to be on its way in, and we really needed to make some room. So I'm going to just tape this shut so I can take some pictures of it. And so there are the 2 cards today that I made. I hope you like them. They're very fun. I just wanted to use a couple of the sets that we have in our deal of the week. We changed it from deal of the day to deal of the week category just so that you guys can see how much fun they are. And this one is just so fun and colorful. I love it. All right, Tom, what do you think? You like this?
Love, love, love.
Super fun. All right, so shall we give these cards away?
Let's do.
Okay, so if you're new to Gina K Designs anytime you see me live, if you make a comment, you're automatically entered to win whatever I'm making for the day. So we had lots of comments today, and let's start with this one, Tom. We'll give away the thank you for always being there card.
All right. Following the cheesy drum roll.
All right.
Okay, first card winner is Elba Lalor Lalor. Elba.
Elba, congratulations, Elba. I thought I'd let you struggle a little first. Congratulations, Elba. Okay, so who wins the little watercolored rainbow card? Even though there's no watercolor.
Rainbow
Even though I didn't do any.
Will soon be the property of Charlotte Leto.
Charlotte! Congratulations, Charlotte. You get this card. All right, so if Elba and Charlotte, you would just send your name and address and which card you won to info@ginakdesigns.com. They will get your address to me, and I will get that out to you right away. All right, everybody. Well, I hope you had a good time today. Both of these cards could use some sequins and some glitz and glitter, but I think they're also fun just like they are, and at least they're easy to mail, right? So we will be back next week. Next Tuesday, Tom and I will be back with another live. And this weekend, I'll have another 5-minute card video for you, so stay tuned for that. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you all so very much, and we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.